Our next speaker was raised in Indonesia, and at the age of 6 can remember coconuts being brought down from the coconut palms, having the top cut off, allowing her to quench her thirst drinking delicious coconut water, which makes me thirsty. That was 1975, you can work out her age if you're good at math, when coconut water and coconuts had not gained the international supermarket reputation they have today. This early fascination with food gardening and learning exchanges between Australia and Asia became a personal and professional passion over the years. Our speaker has spent 10 years working with urban food gardeners and doing post-disaster livelihood rebuilding in the Philippines. From the Faculty of Education, Science, Technology and Maths, please welcome Dr. Anne Hill.
Have you wondered of late whether you'll be paying more for oranges, with Hurricane Irma wiping out about half the US supply? Closer to home, it's 10 years of drought affecting our farmers, disease threats to our bananas, and fossil fuel addiction stocking our supermarkets with pineapples and mangoes from Asia. What's clear is that we cannot put all our fruit into this one basket. We need to diversify our food. We need a global vision that brings us back to basics, digging, planting and harvesting in our own neighbourhoods. In Canberra, we're already doing this. We've got many food projects across the city. But what we know less about is coping with crisis. Yet we've got neighbours in Asia, in places like the Philippines, that are coping with up to 20 typhoons a year. The time is ripe for learning from each other. With just $5,000, we can bring Filipino gardeners to Australia for fruitful learning exchanges that will drive innovation, resourcefulness and resilience, and we can set up an online learning exchange platform. So tonight I'm asking you to dig into your pockets, to support the Global Garden Project. We've been the lucky country for a long time, but we are not immune to crisis. Working together and learning from each other is key. So let's join forces in a global garden of ideas to secure our food for future generations.
Congratulations to Anne for 2 puns, fruitful and dig deep in your pockets. Well done. I see I have some competition.
And the time is right.
And the time is right.
Sorry to add that.
I have to lift my game. All right, do we have a question from our panel, please?
Thanks for that, was awesome. So with the $5,000, your vision is to bring Filipinos to Australia to teach great gardening habits. How many Filipinos will $5,000 bring over? Airfares are kind of $700 to $2,000 each, depending on what day of the week you book. What's the first stage?
Thank you. Yes, and you're right, it is the first stage. I have a vision for a longer project, but the initial stage would involve running 2 workshops in Canberra in existing Canberra-based garden networks. And I do have 2 people in mind. One person already runs community training in the Philippines, and he teaches urban container gardening, post-disasters, use of waste materials. The other person is actually a high school teacher, and they are also very experienced in urban gardening. So that's right, it's a first phase, but I would also like to set up an online learning exchange platform, and I have some other funding that I can use as well to draw on to do that. So thanks very much.
Awesome, thank you.
Great.